G'day everyone, welcome back. Just thought I'd give you a quick update on what's going on. Car's obviously in colour now. Been pretty flat out, working till about 2 o'clock in the morning most nights, trying to get this thing back together. Car's actually got to be ready for my old boy to drive. He wants to drive to the work Christmas party, which is on the 22nd of December, so 2 weeks away basically. I'm hurting everywhere, but got to get the job done. So tonight I've painted the fuel tank and the differential, primed and painted that. It's in the same colour as the motor, which is the bronze grey colour. Radiator hoses, dash 20, they're all made. Powder coated all the brackets and stuff for the coilovers and stuff. Panard, and same as the full length bars, they've all been powder coated, sandblasted and powder coated. So once that diff's dry tomorrow, I'll reassemble that. I've actually got new crown and pinion to go onto the centre. We've just gone to a 3.7 gear, it is a 9-inch. Got a true track in there, new bearings, you know, a whole lot, kit caboodle. And I've also finalised the carbon canister here. Get rid of that light. So that's the carbon canister, so obviously it draws out of the fuel tank and pumps it back into the motor. It's all got to be there for legal engineering here in SA, but yeah, so that just comes back up into the cab here and into the top of the fuel tank. So again, once that tank's dried tomorrow, I'll finalise the actually no, I won't put it in because I'm still waiting on boot carpet to come, which I've got to cut, and then the fuel tank will go over the carpet, hold the carpet down. But might just throw the cell in because I don't know how long the carpet will take to get here. Motor's in, box is in, everything's all in up there. Aircon lines, aircon condenser, compressor. Started welding on the dash 20s onto the PWR radiator right there. So hopefully this week we'll get a fire up. I have a tune in it. Brad from Enhanced Automotive's done up a quick tune. A bit of a startup tune for me, so that's we should be able to kick that in the guts, get that going. But yeah, still a few other things to do. Got to put the deep pan on the transmission. Got to put transmission lines on from the transmission just to the firewall, like bulkheads, and that's I'm just going to do the converter up. But that's all in there, so hopefully maybe Tuesday I'll kick in the guts, fire it up, see how it goes. Then I know I can just go full steam. I'll be happy. Still waiting on heaps of parts like the carpet for the inside of the car, so I can't really do much there. I'm still waiting on the rear window regulator, so I can't put the door skins back on. Still waiting on left-hand door handles from Rare Spares, so can't. That's another thing stopping me. But anyway, I'll bring the hoist down and I'll show you what the engine looks like. So the Astra power steering pump's in, filled, that's running. The washer bottle, that's all in and running. Got the jets in there. That's the motor all in there. Just got to make a AN line for across here for the steam pipe. Then all that can go back on. I actually had to take this to work, the whole block, motor and block, and drill this hole here out because this is a cast iron truck block. The alternators are normally up quite high here, so they don't actually have the hole there. They have the place for the hole, but they don't have the hole there, which is weird because they have that hole. So it's like on the CNC, it's 30 seconds work to just access up and drill that bastard. Also doesn't have that one there, so I've had to make my own bracket for the back here. This is all 6 litre VE 6 litre accessory drive, so it's the shorter one, so it's all brought back. They're the heater lines, which go through a little bulkhead here. AC lines that then go through to the condenser and whatnot. Dryers all there. Just gonna finish wiring that in. The cooler and everything's all plumbed up. Just a heap of billet clamps everywhere, holding everything in. Aircon and heating all there. Wiring harness, bonnet. That's under the guard there, so that's where you actually gas the aircon. One there and one on the suction side down in here. So yeah, just got to finish up some wiring, then I can put that on the fuel rails on, and just got to tidy up some of this back here and put the fuel lines on back there. And then obviously the OTR comes in here. Headlights, they're all wired in, horns all wired in. Everything's all Deutsch connected. But the way I actually got this in was I bolted motor, box, headers, wiring, every single part on, including the rack, left the intermediate shaft out, put it on top of my toolbox, and then lowered the whole car down on top. And if you actually bring the motor as far forward as possible, because you'll see the rails, probably a bit hard on that one, the rails actually do taper forward, taper out closer to the front. So you bring it down enough where the balancer was like just up here, and then I just moved the whole lot back and slid up. 4 nuts, 2 bolts, and the whole assembly was in. Then just put my intermediate shaft up into the column. The column's elongated, so you can actually move the column back up into the cab enough to get that intermediate shaft up in there, and then you obviously bring the column back down. So yeah, I've got a VT booster to go on this with a Lowe's fabrication billet mount there. The transmission lines actually run from here up over and down into there, because you don't really see it because the booster sits here. So that's how I run it in my VK. I don't like running them down through here. It's just a bit too tight with the pipes and behind the steering. It's just, I don't know, at least this way it's all hidden. Yeah, so that's the whole motor wired there. The only wires you see come through the front are that's the map, the idle air, and the TPS. The rest all runs down through here, which I just got to clamp up, and runs down behind there through multiple heat shield sheathing. That's the injector harness there, the plug for the purge, canister purge. So you don't really see much wiring on this car. Alternator's all wired in. A bit of a prick to get that. You have to put that on before you put the alternator on. Sway bar's all in. Power steering lines, I just made a bracket up. Underneath there's actually a factory bracket that normally sits on there for the power steering line anyway. So I just made my own and used billet clamps to mount everything up nice and neat. New sway bar in there, all new bushes, powder coated the original. Right there, I powder coated the original mounts. Just put new bushings in it. The chrome is all in. This was all second-hand chrome. Well, this was the original chrome off the SL, and then I bought a pair of doors, or a pair. I bought all 4 doors that were rusted as, and I had these on there for $350 because the guy didn't want to take the chromes off because they are a bit tricky to not bend. I ended up just using a piece of, I'll show you. Just that there, piece of plastic. And if you actually just sit it on there and just hit it with a hammer, it'll just come off, because it's just like a tight fit on there. That's all it holds the chrome on. But yeah, this is all new old stock from FH Classics. Rear spares, handles, all of this is original chrome. All the chrome on here I've literally hand sanded the whole lot and then buffed and tied it up. G-Mate black, everything. Only seal I couldn't find, rear spares don't do this one. And it's kind of a very specific shape and size, because it sits in a channel down here and then sits up in a groove up in here, and then has a different size sort of Bailey groove there. So this here was filthy dirty and a bit like hard. And if you actually use like gun wash, which is what you use to clean your paint guns with, just rub it with a nice shop rag and it comes up perfect and nice again. I re-belted all of these original chromings, so that's all from rear spares, or the original original chrome with aftermarket belts. Door skins in. I actually did new inner belts as well with new chrome trim. I do have a new cover for there. These are all from rear spares. That's from Lowe's. That's a billet one. So if anyone's got a real nice set of blue armrests for the front, left and right, hit me up, because I don't like that. I've been looking, can't find any. So put all the roof lining in, new dome lights with LED globes in them. I do have a new one to go up in the centre. These are all new door seals as well, new bumpers. Now in here I've actually got, this here is a from Blue Wire. Now it works like your modern day vehicle, so it actually senses that this is nearby. There's a sensor in the front. This one actually is there, goes out through into the cow panel, and the other one is actually tucked up in the roof there. And what it does is it senses that you are near, so you don't actually have to put the key in ignition. That is the start. So at the moment it's just waiting for me to start. It's also got a foot brake. You can also remote start it. So once I hit this, you'll probably hear the Astra Power steering pump kick in. So now that's accessories, or yeah, that's accessories. Hit it again, that's ignition. And if you hit it again, it will start. Or if you hold the thing down, it will hold on the starter as if it's like a cold morning. Turn that off and the thing will wind down. And turn that back on. They are from Holdcom, so they're the remake power window regulators. I'm actually waiting for the rear ones to come in, but also has central locking working, alarm, all functional. All the glass, so as I had all the glass out, I actually did polish it all. Just used a Maguire's, what's called polishing compound. It's very hard to polish glass, but it got a lot of marks out, gave it a bit of a shine. Obviously my hands have been all over it, so it will come up quite nice once we give it a Windex. VK mirrors, added them on. I actually had to trim around that edge there because of the chrome doesn't allow the little lip to sit up in there, so I just had to do that. And you elongate the 3 holes in the door, and then you can fit the VK mirrors in there. These are manual ones, not power ones. Again, buy them from Rare Spares, and I just painted them in GMH black to match there. New window seal. The wife's actually helped me put the locking strip in. We put this window in and then put the locking strip in. I've been told it's easier to actually put the locking strip in and then put the window in, so we're going to give that a go. So my old boy's been here today, putting all the locking strip in there and the little corner tabs, which, believe me, is not an easy job. So he's been doing that, so we'll throw that in this week as well, get that going. I've made a parcel shelf as well. It's the closest sort of thing I could find at Spotlight to the blue. It's like, if you push it all that way, it's actually very, very similar to the colour, and once the windows are tinted and it's up on the parcel shelf, you'll hardly notice. But it was like 17 bucks for 2 meters of that piece of MDF, and then I just sound deadened the back of it. So she's nice and solid. I actually have some Hertz 6-inch speakers coming for that as well. I do have the Gravel Rash speaker that goes in the centre, and then I've actually got some Hertz speakers, which my audio guy says they will fit in the originals, which are 3.5 inches by 1.5 inches deep. So it'll be interesting to see how well they fit, but it'd be good to get some decent sound. And then I also have, sorry, I've got stuff everywhere around here. One of these. So that's your fascia, and literally just magnets on. So that's what you see in the car. Disconnect that, and you can use the remote or just use your phone. It's all Bluetooth connectivity as well to your phone. So I have this cow panel from 5163 Custom Fabrication here in Adelaide, which is a cow panel. It is painted, it's very dusty at the moment. But yeah, it's all made out of sheet metal, bent, and has these real nice little brackets that actually clip on. They clip onto here and they hold it up. And then it sits along this edge here, and then there's obviously a seal that goes along there and a seal that goes along there that hides the whole thing and holds it all down. I do have a low fabrication one on my VK, and I'm just not too happy with the way it sort of sits, which is a fiberglass one, and this has these little brackets that bolt on here and the other side, and that's all that holds the thing on there, as well as like your seals. It's on there and you know it's doing its job, but this time I thought I'd try one of these, and I'm really happy with the product, so I'll try and link that down below. But yeah, still got wirings here for the coils. They're all going in here. Power window, sorry, not power window. The wiper motor, still got to put that in. Then I can put this in. The leads are actually going to come, like in my VK, they go straight down there and then out under here and down. It's a real nice, neat way of hiding the coils out the way, and you don't really see the leads all that well. I have run them behind here before, but I just think it makes the engine bay look a bit too ugly, even though like you can't really see behind there unless you're really looking, but I don't like it. So that's why I do it now. I've done the same with my Calais. The leads are about, you know, the longest one's about 800 mil long, 600 mil long, which ain't too bad. I haven't had a problem. You know, I'm still running 980s on it without a drama. Yeah, be like throttle body. So lots of parts, lots more to do. So thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated as I plod along with more things. Thanks.